My name is Jack Elliott. I work as a business development manager here at Employment Hero. In today's video, I am going to walk you through Employment Hero's timesheeting feature. So, one of the biggest challenges that our clients face when they come to us is the ability to effectively capture time from their employees in a neat and formalized way. So, quite often I hear clients or people in payroll or HR receiving timesheets from different departments or different groups of people in the business in the form of paper or email, or I've even heard text a few times. And this tends to throw up a number of challenges from a business perspective. That generally requires quite a lot of time in organizing and sorting, and B, it's very hard to ensure high levels of accuracy when it comes to payroll when timesheets are in a disjointed manner like this. So Employment Hero aims to overcome those challenges directly by making it really easily for employees to submit the hours that they've worked against specific locations that they've worked for a shift, and also for managers to be able to easily go in and approve those hours, and for those times and costs to go through to payroll. So there's a few ways in which we can actually submit time as an employee. We can either submit times specifically for one day, or we can also submit times across the course of a week. So we do allow for daily timesheets and weekly timesheets as well. Employees can also submit timesheets through this desktop app, which I'm going to show you today. But do bear in mind, we do allow for timesheet submission and approval through our mobile app as well. There is also a third option that allows employees to clock in and clock out using an iPad kiosk. So if you do prefer your employees to announce themselves upon arrival, declare any breaks and clock out, so that you have that visibility on their attendance in real time, and for that to go through and create timesheets and payroll automatically, we do have that functionality as well. But for today's demonstration, I'm going to walk you through how to submit a timesheet as an employee, and then I'll jump through into a manager's view and see what they can see and how they approve those timesheets. So I'm logged in as Bobby Moore here. Bobby is an employee, and he has the ability to submit timesheets. So when Bobby jumps down to his timesheeting section, under timesheets, he can see any times that he has submitted in the past. If they haven't been approved, he can edit them and change them up to the point that they have been approved. But it's also nice that he does get a little bit of visibility on the status of each of those timesheets. So when a manager does go through and approve them, at least he knows that's safe, that's gone, and that's taken care of. So to submit a new timesheet, Bobby simply clicks add here, states the date that he's worked. If he's worked, let's say the early shift here, worked from 1 to 7. Put in his hours. He can also enter in a work type. So this is generally used if he wants to announce any additional duties or responsibilities that he has adopted for this particular shift, or that you would like him to record for this shift. Or if he's perhaps entitled to any particular allowances, we can use the work type functionality to record those against Bobby's shift. So let's say, for instance, Bobby Moore was in charge of 11 to 10 employees for this particular shift. He can put that in work type. You can also enter in under the cost center section where specifically he worked. So you can set and assign out the availability of your different cost centers out to your employees. And when they submit shifts, they can state where they work for that shift. So this is a really effective way to capture exactly where in your organization everybody is working on what days. If you wish, you can also add in a start time here, an end time of his break. So if you do need to record the start time and end times of break, we can have your employees enter them in here. It is optional. And then finally, if Bobby needs to leave any additional comments about that shift, so perhaps a reason why he was late, a reason why he was early, or any incidences that might have occurred on that shift. All comments will go through to management for approval. Once he saves, that is then being submitted. You can see the status of this timesheet is now set to pending, and that's sitting there waiting for the manager to approve. So I've just jumped over to Bobby's manager's profile, just to give you an insight into what the process looks like from a manager's perspective. So again, in the same way Bobby jumped in into timesheets, me as a manager will do similarly. And you can see in this case, now that Bobby has submitted a timesheet, I have an outstanding task in my timesheet section. So if I jump down in here and into management, I can see the time that Bobby has submitted for the day. I can see the date in question, the start time and end time of when he worked, the breaks that he's worked, total hours, and where and what role he was doing in the business, and his work type as well. So once I've had a look at that, I can either choose to make any edits that I want. So perhaps maybe I want to reassign or reallocate the cost center, or perhaps there was an error in the timesheet. I can make an edit now before sending that through to payroll. If all looks in order, I can click Approve Selected, and at that point, this timesheet has now gone through to payroll, and Bobby's ready to get paid in the next payroll. So thank you for taking some time to look at our timesheeting demos. I hope you enjoyed.